Okay, I'm going to try and start this video. I'm not sure that I know what I'm doing, but I'll give it a whirl. The question that I was given, I believe, was to talk about something that I'm proud of that I did before I was married. And there were a couple of things that came to my mind, but then the other day, the thing that really came to my mind and I felt really inspired to talk about was how I honored my mother and my father despite some of the circumstances I was put in while growing up. When my parents got divorced, I was 12 years old, and my father became very absentee in my life, which was heartbreaking to me because he had been my very best friend until that time. He was the one who helped me with my homework and was just always there to help me and be there for me. But suddenly when he left, I became invisible when I was around him. And for example, I remember when I was in junior high, we were having a daddy-daughter dance in Young Women's, and I had asked him if he would come, and my grandma had made me a really pretty pink dress with some red hearts on it, and I was really excited to go and be with my dad, and he never came. He didn't show up that night, and that was really hard for me. And then he didn't come to my high school graduation and other such events and situations. And my mom, who had always been a good mom, became kind of borderline crazy after my dad left. And I seemed to be her whipping boy. There were many situations in my life when she betrayed me and said and did things that a mom shouldn't say, especially when I was right there in the same room. I mean, she could slice me in half with her tongue. Both my mom and dad lived a lifestyle that at times could be right down embarrassing for me. So life on Lombardi Circle when I was growing up wasn't always sugar and spice. So with all that being said, it would have been understandable if I had told both of them to take a hike, called them out on their ways, and pretty much left them to fare for themselves, but I never did. And I guess I want my posterity to know how forgiveness is a powerful thing and a great gift that we can give ourselves, because it offers a great deal of peace. And I believe I always must have known that one day I was going to be perhaps judged by the way that I honored my parents. So always did my best to try to rise above the situations that were put in my way and become a better person. When my parents were sick and failing with cancer, I was there for them until the very end. And even to the very end, my mom could be hateful towards me. But the day each of them passed away, I personally had no regrets on my end for how I treated them. I can honestly say I gave my very best to them, and I'm very proud of that. And I'm proud of what I am today and who I am today, regardless. And because the odds were certainly against me. When I received my patriarchal blessing, it said that I would live long upon the land, having been an honor to my parents. So I feel like perhaps that's my reward for having stayed true to them and to the commandment of, I believe, the fifth commandment, to honor our father and mother. But I guess we'll see how long I live upon the land. Perhaps maybe I didn't do as well as I thought. But this is the thing that I really felt impressed to tell you today, is that I am really proud of how I handled things growing up. And I'm proud of the fact that I can be a very forgiving person and move on. And I hope that all of my posterity will realize the importance of not only honoring their parents, but also how important it is to forgive. And that's what I have to say today. Bye now.